Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Dragon Age Inquisition. So we are back in Skyhold, my lovely castle in the mountains, which is actually quite pretty from this angle down here. It's very big. This place is huge, actually. I still haven't found out all the places. I still can't actually find people. Like there's quest markers on my map. I can't find a way to. But anyway, that's just me being rubbish at this game. Now I'm over here for a reason. We've come back from the western approaches because I kind of did everything I could do there. And we've completed a couple of the tasks set to us by these guys, who are our master trainers, who are hopefully going to give me some cool new abilities. Who are you? You're just hanging out down here? I don't know who this person is, or what they've got on their back. They've got something weird on their back. I can't quite make it out. Anyway, okay, I'm getting distracted. That's not important to us right now. So I should be able to complete 2 of these. I'm not sure who's who though. So let's have a look. Let's speak to Free Eyes first.
I'm waiting, Inquisitor. If you don't have the patience for the job already, you'll find Artificer a poor fit.
Okay. I don't have an option. Maybe I haven't done the Artificer one then. Let's speak to Kim.
Not yet. I'll come back to this.
Waiting. Storms are not inclined to wait. Hurry, so we can smash a glass and get to it.
You scare me a little bit. Just a little bit. You're a little bit intense about the whole stuff. Okay. So, start me on the path. I don't remember that one from last time, so let's see what that says.
Very well. Let's see where this leads.
You have the instruction. Focus for the only required moment and finish it.
Oh. Huh. Okay. I need to check my quest log, because I clearly am doing something wrong. Way of the Assassin. Okay. Acquire writing on assassin methods. So I've got the guild lead tokens, I've got the death fruit, I don't have the writing. Among the wares of the book merchant in Valerio. Okay, so I need to find some books. Way of the Artificer, I've got to construct the tools, okay. And Way of the Tempest, I do not have the essence containment apparatus. Where do I need to go for that? Apostate's Landing, Long River, and Storm Solitude on the Storm Coast. Okay, so I need to go to the Storm Coast at some point. And I think all 3 of them possibly need me to go to Valerio. Okay. So I need to construct some tools for Way of the Artificer. How do I do that? Out of interest. How do I actually construct these tools, game? That would be a useful thing for you to tell me at some point. But I guess we need to... I don't know. Let's go to the war table, give people some missions, do some stuff from there. What have we got? Who's that? Blackwall's over there. I don't need to speak to him right now. Who's that Cullen? Why is Cullen up there? I think Cullen has something for me. I should probably try and speak to Cullen. Where are you? Up on the tower. He's up there. How do I get up there? This castle is too big. I need to be able to fast travel around here to get to places, please. I think I tried to find Cullen before and failed, but maybe I was just being dumb. Or maybe it was someone else. There's a lot of characters around here. Oh, Cullen's right in here. Hey, you have a... Actually, this is quite a nice office. Very solitary. I like it. Yo, what's up? You seem very concerned about something. Possibly the end of the world.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Yeah. Well, you're sure we can't use it? No, we're definitely not using goddamn red lyrium. That stuff makes people go completely mad. So, yeah, I believe you.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Okay. I mean, that's actually a good plan. I like that. Good thinking.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay, sounds like we have another quest. Before the dawn, we need to find 3 smugglers' letters. Okay. What's out this door? Oh, that leads over here. Does that lead back into the main castle? Can I get back into the kind of main central keep area from here? Like I said, this place is huge, and I have not found my way around it properly yet. Oh, this is Solus's chamber. Okay. Actually, I could do with going up there, I think. Because we haven't handed in any research for a while, and my research is all the way up here. I don't know why they're all the way up here. It's kind of an awkward place for them to be, and oh my god, what is all that noise? Fiona? No, it's not Fiona, is it? Helissima. That's... yeah, okay, this is my research lady. Because my old research lady kind of died. Good god, can someone keep those ravens quiet? Smouldering core removed? Have we got anything else? There's always a bit of a lag after the first one. I don't know why. It's a very strange bug. You have to be very patient when turning in research. There we go. Shadow Essence removed, Vargas Claw removed, Phoenix Eye removed, Hyena Teeth, Quillback Fangs. So actually getting some decent bonuses here. There we go, Hurlock Arrow and Ghoul Saws. There we go. Okay, good, all done. Yeah, I don't know why there's a bug with that. It just seems like a very funny thing to bug out, but hey. Right. I don't want to actually talk to Solus, so let's go back into here, and this should lead us to... my main throne room chamber bit. I guess it's not really a throne room, I'm not like a king.
Inquisitor.
I mean, I definitely have kind of like a throne. And I think I actually have some more people to sit in judgment on, so... do we want to play Judge, Jury, Executioner? Yeah, why not? Let's see who's done what that they shouldn't have. Sorry, that was terrible English on my part.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood
Oh,
is present for
yes,
betraying
hello.
his own constituents. He confesses that 10 years ago he flooded old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
I mean, it is a very severe crime, so, you know, there's no doubting that. But, if they really had kind of blight infections, you can't cure that. It kills people. I don't know if it would spread. I'm not sure how it works. They talk about it a lot in the first game, but I haven't played that for a while, so... that does muddle things. It's still a very severe crime. Let's give him a chance to prove it. I don't think he was like a complete monster, and clearly he felt guilty about it, but... Let's give him a chance.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Ooh, we acquired a Ferelden throne. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so we have a choice. We can exile him, Ferelden can lock him up, or we give him a clean death. I mean, technically this is a crime against Ferelden. They weren't Inquisition families. This all happened 10 years ago. He committed no crime against the Inquisition. I'm not entirely sure we have jurisdiction, if such a thing exists. I would say that we'll give him to Ferelden to lock him up. They can decide if he's guilty or not.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
Okay, I was kind of hoping he might get a retrial and I'd make it someone else's problem, but maybe not. Okay. Anyway, we've gained another throne for that. Do I have anyone else to judge? No. Okay. So it looks like when I have someone to judge, there's guards standing by my throne. Interesting. We'll have to watch out for that. That's the way to my quarters. I don't want to go that way. We want to go over to the war room, which is through here. Because this place is just huge and it's really spread out. But hey, it keeps me fit, Keeps my legs fitting into my tight trousers. All this running around the place. So before we go in there, what do we actually have to look at the moment? So Inquisitor's Path. Here lies the Abyss. Okay, so we need to still pursue where the Grey Wardens went. That's what we were trying to do last time before I got a bit distracted in the western approaches. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Oh yes, we need to go save the Empress Selene. That probably is quite important. Those are our two major plot points right now. And we have a lot of inner circle stuff at the moment. So before the dawn, track down these smugglers that are supplying the Templars with red lyrium. Help Dorian deal with the Venatori. Help Cassandra find the rest of the Seekers of Truth, because they've just kind of disappeared. Interesting. Actually, that one does appeal. I would like to do that quite soon. Let's see. Maybe we should probably finish off the Grey Warden questline, so that's what we're focused on now. So I need to speak with the advisors of the war table in Skyhold. And also give them a bunch of missions. Because they've just been lazy recently. You know, if I'm not here to tell them to do every single thing, they just sit around doing nothing. You know, these are my trusted advisors, but I have to micromanage them all the time. Can't they just go and do stuff for me? So, for Eldon, first we have some reports due here. So what do we got? To serve any master. That was simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial counting house clerks were so shocked to have been discovered, and so fearful of being found out. They all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisition on the spot. My agents say they are behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they send gifts for you to prove their good faith, but we will watch them closely, nevertheless. In the meantime, any efforts we make to gather coin in Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placement. And they gave us a gold necklace. I mean, that's totally a bribe, but I'm also totally okay with it. Okay, exposing the double agent. The following is a confession that I, Abanael Harish, known as Painter when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn, and will willingly serve my sentence in prison. Abanael Harish, as witnessed by Leliana. Okay, so we've dealt with the traitor, gained some information, and I got a gold bracelet out of it. I'm just full of bling right now. And what was this? Diverting soldiers in the Frostbacks. Correspondence sent to Commander Cullen from Lieutenant Kestrel. Commander, we were able to track down the Red Templars and put an end to their activities. We supplied their former prisoners so they might make their way home. From Mother Giselle. We will conduct prayers for our soldiers and the kind sisters who lost their way through the Frostbacks. May they find peace at the Maker's right hand. That unlocks a new operation, Pursuit Through the Mountains, and got a 60 influence. So we had a choice here. It was basically try and save the people or try and track down the Templars. And I wanted to save the people, but I didn't read it properly. And I actually sorted out the Templars. I was trying to save the soldiers and sisters in the Frostbacks, but I did the wrong mission, or I chose the wrong option, which was kind of my mistake. So what else do we have? We have a lot of stuff to do. Power for a price. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Ooh, that sounds good. Truth or dare. See and be seen. Gather coin. Pursuit through the mountains. Okay. What do we want to do with you guys first? Pursuit through the mountains. We were able to uncover information on the routes the Red Templars use in the Frostbacks. How shall we proceed? So Leliana says, wait until they make camp. Assassins can eliminate any sentries, allowing our soldiers to strike while the Templars' guard is down. Or set up an ambush. We could block their path while archers lie in wait above. Ooh, that's a good plan. That is going to take a long time, though. 3 hours, 36 minutes. Do we want to do that right now? I guess we might as well. It's going to take... Liliana's plan is a little faster. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, okay, Liliana...
Inquisitor.
Work on that. It's going to take you a long time to do it, but at least you'll be busy for the time being. What else do we have? I don't need to gather coin. I've got lots of money at the moment. I've got lots of power at the moment. That's fine. Don't need the herbs. Gain Orzamar's friendship. We have received a message from Orzamar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Phaedus, King Harrowmount officially declared his support for the Inquisition. Ooh, that's useful. What does Josephine say? I would advise sending a delegation to Orzamar as soon as possible to cement this alliance. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Inquisitor.
Let's get the dwarves on our side. So I need something for Cullen to do. Let's see, power for a price. What's this about? A formal document with impeccable filigree. It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of his influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, barons and earls. Where they could not be engaged with plight or passion, they can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight and the boons, and the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, he need not carry influence, he can simply buy it. Interesting, so how could Cullen do this for me? Grand March. If we are to show weight, show the legion that you command. I do have a lot of soldiers, and they are pretty useless as far as I can tell, so this doesn't sound like a bad plan actually. We're going to do a parade, basically. You guys go parading through someplace. Thank you. Right, let's head over to Orlais. Where, oh god, look at all the missions over here as well. Jesus. Okay, I've got a lot of work to do over here. But first, I need to talk to them all about this one. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless Darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defences. Interesting. Okay, we probably need to do this sooner rather than later. We've got plenty of power to unlock it, so let's select this.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. Thanks to our Lady Ambassador.
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabres. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
This is going to be very, very bloody. But I think we've got to do it sooner rather than later. If we allow the Grey Wardens to all be turned into kind of demon hosts, it's not going to end well for us.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Okay, I think this is what we need to do next. So, we are off to Adamant Fortress. Let's confirm. Okay, now who are we actually going to want to take with us? We're going to be... Well, I mean, Sarah, I love Sarah. She's just great. I enjoy her as a companion, which is why I will never probably be using Varric during this playthrough. Now, we're also going to be facing Grey Wardens, and they're probably going to be in heavy armour, which makes me kind of want to take Vivian. Her electricity is usually pretty good against people in heavy armour. Can always change that out later if it's not the case. We could always go for fire if we need to. Now, Cassandra or Blackwall or, Iron Bull, because I do enjoy Iron Bull. He's he's just great at dealing damage. But Blackwall and Cassandra are great at taking damage. And as we're dealing with Grey Wardens, I think we'd be better off with Blackwall. If there's any opinion to be gained here, we'll probably gain more if he's actually in our party while we're doing it. So, there we go. That's our team. My elite strike force. And now a big loading screen. I'm going to just quickly... No. Oh, are we loading quickly? Come on, Dragon Age. You can do this. You can totally load this quickly for me. No, you can't. Okay, looks like I'm here to kill a whole lot of wardens, but this episode's starting to run a bit long, so I'm going to take this opportunity to take a break. We're going to pause here, and I'll pick this up next time. So, thank you guys for watching. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'm going to see you later for the next one. Bye.